Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. This is a message for the chosen ones, for those who have chosen to follow your calling, for those who said yes to that inner desire to make something out of your life, something you will be proud of, something that makes you feel passionate, that makes you feel courageous, that makes you feel strong, and more than anything, aware of who you truly are. I want to remind you to embrace this calling with a great amount of courage and, more than anything, passion for what you're looking at, when you're thinking about your goals, when you're thinking about your dreams and anything you're building on right now. Because we're receiving many messages, recently many messages came to us with these gratitude letters from people who are following this channel for years now, sharing stories how much their lives changed because they've started working on something that was important to them. Some moved to other countries, some started their own businesses, some became artists, and so on. So I just want to see more people like that, more passionate people, and those are the people whom we call chosen ones, the ones that have decided to follow this inner desire that is, sometimes it feels like divine one because we haven't planned it to happen in our lives. It just came because we were ready for it. Like, sometimes an idea finds us out of nowhere, and from the higher consciousness perspective, it's like saying that the universe has chosen you to do something with this idea because you are ready, because you have everything that it takes to make something out of this. So I want to remind you that as you start working on it, and I want to give you 5 things to prepare yourself for an upgrade, because we are living in a time where more and more people are becoming aware of this inner voice, but not many of them will do something with it. So I want to remind you how to prepare for that, how to recognize that this is your unique journey, to stop looking outside of you for signs like why you should do it, because people around you will not tell you that you should do it. People around you want to rather stay where you are. They want to keep you safe where you are, so you would not outgrow them. But I want to remind you, this is your unique journey. This is a path of incredible growth and purpose. And when we get onto that kind of a path, we start to deal with our own unpleasant emotions and fears and sadness that was stuck in us, and anger from the past. But what's beautiful about that, we can use these emotions for growth. We can use it as a fuel to take the necessary action. So there are 2 types of people. One type is that gets stuck because of these emotions, and the other type is the one that gets transformed because they don't want to feel like that anymore. So it's not about suppressing it or ignoring it. It's about using it for your own growth. When you feel sad, study that sadness to such a degree that it will give you answers what to change in your life. Always study yourself. Look at yourself like ancient alchemists when they look at their bodies like a laboratory in which everything is just a chemical expression of certain energy that's happening, and energy is here to be used as a fuel. All energy is here to be used as a fuel, so each emotion should be used as a fuel, not something that make you feel stuck, so then you can use it as an excuse why you shouldn't do what you want to do. So trust your abilities, my friends. Trust your abilities and stay resilient in the face of challenges, and let that joy that will come back to you once you start pursuing more of what you always wanted to do, that joy will be reawakened within you. Embrace that joy, my friend. Let it come to you, let it awaken within you, and let it guide you to wherever or whatever heights you're looking at. Maybe you want to help others, maybe you want to become the source of certain inspiration, or you know the best what you want. May that joy for doing it And I want to remind you of that joy, because sometimes when it's hard, we need to tap into that joy, why we're doing it, why we've started. Because look, I'm making these daily videos, but I'm not making them because every single day I feel inspired to make them. I do them because I want to see more people be inspired to change, be inspired to grow. So sometimes I feel like I don't want to do it. Sometimes I feel there are days where I truly don't want to do it, or when I truly don't want to work on my painting project. But as soon as I start, I become more enthusiastic about it. So don't be misled by your own impulses and emotions that are records from the past, but rather use that vision of who you're becoming, that inner sense of who you can be, like a future self example. You can have an example of your future self for being inspired by it, learning from yourself. You can make a practice of journaling where you're talking to your future self, 20 years older self, 30 years older self. If you imagine where you want to be as that older version of yourself, then you can talk with that part of you, like what to change here, what am I missing, what is important here to do, and so on. And have this dialogue with your future self. You will notice there are things to do, there are things to take care of. So this is a great practice. And in case no one told you this today, you did well. Whatever you did until now, you did it well. You are a good person, and I am proud of you for not giving up, my friend. And know that you deserve everything that you always wanted. Know that your voice needs to be heard. Know that what you hold within your heart needs to be shared with others. So whatever is that dream or goal or whatever you have, go and get it. Go and get it. It's there to be yours, my friend. This is the position for you to embody it. So don't let low-minded and closed-hearted people take away your enthusiasm for living, dreaming, and growing. So what are 5 things that will prepare yourself for an upgrade? Because as same as you've decided as you've chosen to follow this calling, you can choose to get an upgrade in your life, to upgrade your life. But before we go further, I want to say thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community, Patreon page, where we are sharing exclusive content. Also, painting tutorials are coming up. Sacred geometry tutorials are coming up. Guided meditations that are posted only there. And no ad content posted only there. So thanks to everyone for joining us there, and also thanks to everyone for supporting my art in our Etsy store. I Draw My Passion. The link is also in the description of this video for Patreon and for our Etsy store. So the first thing that will prepare yourself for an upgrade is to embrace the journey of growth of your character, but also of your soul, of your psychology, of your emotional understanding, to have this mindset of growth, firstly, that views challenges as opportunities to level up, to become better, to become deeper, so we can tap deeper, and so you can be able to share what you've learned, because it's all about sharing personal experiences. So understand that the journey itself is a valuable part of your process. So the journey you're walking on is what makes your life the most valuable, and what makes your skills and your knowledge the most valuable. So when you're looking like what to share with others, think about the journey you've walked on, because it will inspire you to keep up when the times will be the hardest, because that's where you will receive the most valuable lessons that will also help others to grow with you. And that is something truly powerful, but it can only happen when you shift your mindset in a way that you see these challenging parts of your life as something natural that just happens for you to become better, for you to become more true to yourself, for you to look at all these opportunities as something that is offering you a key to growth. And sometimes, you may lose something, like you may lose a friend or a partner, or you may lose money. And if you see that chapter of your life as something that will introduce you to a deeper strength that you already have within, and this capacity of resilience, you will notice that few months after that, you will receive incredible lessons that can help you to help others to grow in a similar way. That's why you have to embrace this journey of growth. It's all about growth gives meaning to life, right? And meaning gives us a sense of appreciation, a sense of gratitude, a sense of joy for keeping up and for doing more of the things that bring meaning into our life. So it all comes to growth. Also, as an artist, the most joyful thing about art is seeing that each painting gives me an opportunity to expand myself, to become better at it. That's what makes everything so exciting. That's why everything is constantly growing, but only we tend to get stuck if we don't have this growing mindset. So I wanted to remind you of that. The second thing to prepare yourself for an upgrade, as you're deeply supported right now, is to cultivate a supportive environment, to recognize that you become the product of what surrounds you. So surround yourself with encouraging support system, something that will support you, like buy a planner or a certain journaling block where you will write down your goals and you will organize your mind and you will write down plans for how will you initiate whatever is important to you. Put some inspiration on the wall, put some paintings on the wall, something that will remind you of what you're working on. You can find great inspiring art in our store. So do something for yourself, for your environment, that will give you back this energy of enthusiasm. Like put some quotes on the wall, or move yourself into a new place where you will feel more supported, where you will feel like inspired to tap deeper in this potential that you have within. Because if you have around you people that are constantly pushing you down, people that are constantly saying to you to stop dreaming, to think smaller, those are not the people that will help you to level up. You will sooner become like them than outgrow them in that environment. So make sure that you surround yourself with a supportive environment, a supportive community that can provide you valuable insights, encouragement, and a sense of belonging, helping you to stay motivated and resilient in the face of difficulties. That's something really powerful. And sometimes people are wondering, well, where can I find those people? Right? Get into certain workshops, certain communities, or start, find in your area workshops where you can go and meet new people. And you may say, well, I'm scared of that. That's exactly why you should do it. To overcome this fear. You will notice that you're not the only one who's scared of that, but on the other side of fear there's growth, there's breakthroughs, and so on. You know that, and that's what you need if you want to follow that inner calling. You will recognize that there will come times where you will need to introduce your idea to your clients or to people who want to learn from you, and you need to be kind of confident in that. So that's where you build confidence, right? The third reminder is to have daily practices where you're visualizing and writing down what you're working on. That's how you upgrade yourself, upgrade your energy system. So you start the day with confidence, with enthusiasm, and vision what you're walking towards. So the future self can be your guide, right? To create a daily routine that includes maybe some positive affirmations, if that works for your visualization practices. Something that will inspire your mindset and self-worth, that will remind you that you're worthy of what you're working on. Sometimes people say, I want to be worthy, I don't want to be successful. But what truly is important is to recognize that you deserve to be financially free, you deserve to be healthy, you deserve to be blissful, you deserve to be joyful, and you deserve to do whatever you choose to do for the greatest possible meaning, purpose, and growth of your life. You deserve all of that. And only once you start working on it, you will start building self-worth. It's not like saying some affirmations to yourself and you will feel worthier. You will feel worthier when you will start noticing that you're making some results out of what you're doing. Once you start seeing results out of what you're doing, your confidence will start growing. And results can only come by taking massive action, by being really productive with what matters to you the most, right? And to be productive on something, you firstly need to know what you're working on. You have to have a vision, you have to have goals for it. So don't think that because it's something spiritual or, because you are here in this third dimensional plane where energy is much denser, so we need to learn to cope with it and work with it. Even if you find yourself being more sensitive and more empathic, you still need to learn to also be resilient and be willing to follow that dream that you have. So a great help can be found in philosophy and stoicism. Not that you need to take all ideas from there 100%, but it will give you some sense of what resilience truly means and what being in self-control means at times when you need it. So just a moment of encouragement. The fourth reminder to prepare yourself for an upgrade is to keep continuous learning and adaptability, because life can happen in so many different ways that are usually unexpected. And if we are not adaptable, we'll start judging it, like it's not going by my plan. But what if it's going by divine plan? What if there's a plan beyond your intellectual understanding and it is unfolding in front of your eyes, but your eyes are judging it? So be adaptable by learning from what's happening in your mind, in your life, and how you're perceiving it. Like at the beginning I mentioned, have this growth mindset. When you embrace a mindset of continuous learning, you will recognize that you can approach these challenges with curiosity and willingness to acquire new skills and knowledge. You will recognize that to acquire new skills and knowledge means that you have to practice what is an interest for you. What is, if you want to be an artist, you have to practice doing art. If you want to be a YouTuber, you have to practice doing videos, not to expect growth of your videos, but to expect growth of yourself, because when you grow, your content will improve and improved content will start growing. So stay open to anything that is finding you right now. And recognize that it is all teaching you only to become who you came here to be. Nothing here is stopping you and blocking you. Erase that out of your mind. Nothing here is stopping you and blocking you. Everything is just preparing you to become who you came here to be. And once you truly put this into your mind, you will see everything as something to learn from. Stop judging things. Stop gossiping about things. Stop complaining about your life. But recognize that everything is only teaching you to become who you came here to be. So when people around you are not supporting you, ask yourself what those people did wrong in their lives that they feel like that. Because they most probably feel triggered by your dreams because they had dreams in their past, but they were too afraid to follow them. So now they want to pull you down so you will not do what they always wanted to do. You see, a different perspective can completely change our life story. And the fifth thing, the last thing, is a sense of mindfulness should arise within you. in order to heal your old wounds. If you incorporate mindfulness and healing practices into your daily routine, you will notice that all these old triggers are opening doors so the light can enter into your heart. Light is like awareness. You become more aware. You have many wounds from the past. We all have them. Even if you've maybe grown up in a beautiful environment and everything was nice, you still have these biological wounds from our ancestry. We have this, and it's okay. If we learn to accept these parts of us as something that make us unique, it also introduces us to the uniqueness of it that could be shared with others. We recognize that my hurts could be great lessons for those who are hurting and don't know how to deal with that. And it reminds us that I already have a lot of valuable lessons to share with others. So stop procrastinating. If you feel a need to help others, all those who who feel like they want to serve in some way, their deepest calling is to help others. And if you don't do that, you will feel purposeless. That's just something that is connected to all of us who feel this deep sense of calling. We feel like we've come here to serve, we've come here to help, we've come here to provide something meaningful, something valuable. And if you're saying no to that because of fears and traumas, you will feel like your life has no purpose, because this is the purpose you've come here with. So to embody that purpose requires from you to overcome your fears. And to overcome your fears, you firstly need to look deep into them, to recognize what are you so afraid of. And then notice that most of those fears are coming from these closed-minded, closed-hearted people. That's why you need to have an example of someone who's beyond that, to recognize that those people don't care what other people think of them. Those people don't care what's happening to them. And see how they got there. Don't just hear what they're saying or listen what they're saying, but see what they did to get there. Often they've ignored critics. Often they've ignored their failings, but they've rather learned from their mistakes. They've recognized there's no such a thing as a mistake if we have an open mind for learning. So recognize that all these traumas that you've been through, that created limiting beliefs around what's possible for you, are often encouraging you to do things just to get certain approval. And if that's the case for you, take a deep dive into yourself and find that why you want to help others, why you want to do what you want to do, why you want to be successful in any way, why you want to do all of that. And don't say something that is on the surface and end there, like, because I want to see other people happier. Go deeper. What is that drive? Because usually the drive is in trauma that is hidden, like, I don't want others to stay hurt as I was hurt. I don't want others to be broke as I was broke. I don't want others to feel as bad as I felt. So the only way to help someone out is to find our way out from it, right? And that's the process of healing. So my friends, I hope you found something valuable today. I hope this message can bring some inspiration, some enthusiasm, and some light into your life. And once again, I want to remind yourself that already you did well, that you are a good person. Tap yourself onto your shoulders, because most people don't do that for you. Most people will not say to you, I'm proud of you, I love you, I care for you, I appreciate you, you have a beautiful smile, you have beautiful eyes. Most people will not say that to you. So say that to yourself today. And then look up for those people who are doing that, who have this life in their eyes, who have this generous smile on their face, and learn from those. Learn from those. Be inspired by those who are walking in life, who are walking in light. And never allow to those closed-minded and close-hearted people take away your enthusiasm for living, dreaming, and growing, my friend. Once again, I hope you found something valuable. Drop a comment of gratitude in the comment section. Let me know where you're coming from, and hit the like button if you found this video valuable. Once again, thanks to all of you for supporting my art in our Etsy store, I Draw My Passion. The link is in the description of this video. And till next time, one love.